ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। भैया एक स्क्रू ड्राइवर लो, एक है। हेलो, स्क्रू ड्राइवर लो, लूज हो गया है। ओके, we are studying Kapila Gita, correct? Good, you remembered. Great, congratulations. We are in second chapter. 9 slokas are completed. We have to start 10th verse now. In second chapter, 10th verse. इसमें अभी भगवान कपिल जी is teaching his mother Devahuti, and we are actually studying a beautiful portion called Prakriti Purusha Viveka. How to discriminate between Prakriti and Purusha. So this Sankhya Yoga. So we saw that how this Jiva, Purusha, the word is used as Purusha, not Jiva, Purusha, is caught up in the Prakriti, caught up in Prakriti, and how he is bound by qualities of Prakriti. This is what we saw. So therefore, samsara is because of the bondage of Purusha with Prakriti. Purusha with Prakriti. Now it says that evam para abhidyanena kartrutvam prakritehe puman karmasu kriyamaneshu gunaihi atmani manyate. This we saw similar to Bhagavad Gita shloka where prakritehe kriyamanani gunaihi karmani sarvashah ahankar vimodhatma karta aham iti manyate. That shloka is there. See, when we identify with this prakriti, the upadhi, then we become karta, that is a bondage. So in this, cause and effect are created by prakriti, and in that bhoktru buddhi is on account of the Purusha's identification with the Prakriti, that we saw. So therefore, even though Prakritistopi Purushaha na ajyate Prakritair gunaihi avikarat akartrutvat nirgunatvat jalarkavat. Actually speaking, even though the Purusha is surrounded by Prakriti in the Prakriti, but actually is unaffected, untouched by the Prakriti, because his consciousness, Purusha Swarupa is different, Prakriti Swarupa is different. So, therefore, he is not avikarat, akartrutvat, nirgunatvat, jala arkavat. Like that, the sun reflected in the water, the sun is not affected. So, like that, the sun is non-doer. attributeless, even though he is reflected in the water, but the sun as such is far above, unaffected by the upadhi in which the sun is reflected. So now very beautiful topic will come. So now Kapila Muni is explaining that. So in continuation of that thought, Kapila Muni says in the 10th verse of 2nd chapter, page 51 of my book, Kapila Gita, old edition of Chinmaya Mission. In your case, maybe different page. Okay. Sayesha yarhi prakrutehe guneshu abhivishajyate. Sayesha yarhi prakrutehe guneshu abhivishajyate. Ahankriya vimodhatma कर्तास्मीत्यभिमन्यते स एष यर्हि प्रकृतेः गुणेष्वभिविषज्यते अहङ्क्रिया विमूढात्मा कर्तास्मीत्यभिमन्यते स एषः that Purusha alone, that Purusha pure consciousness, that Purusha alone, what is happening when prakrutehe guneshu abhivishajyate. Abhitaha vishajyate, shajyate, vishajyate, abhivishajyate. Meaning, one is attached, extremely attached. Abhitaha vishajyate, extremely and from all sides is get attached to Prakriti. So, abhivishajyate, meaning what? Overwhelmingly attached, very extremely attached. The greater degree he gets attached to the Prakriti. Abhivishajyate. When this Purusha, when he is extremely identified with the Prakriti, is unable to differentiate, discriminate the consciousness from the Prakriti, then what is happening? Aham kriya vimudhatma karta asmi iti manyate abhimanyate. Therefore, this aham kriya vimudhatma, this deluded fool, he considers himself to be the karta. Aham karta iti abhimanyate. Abhimanyate, he thinks very deeply that I am the doer and identified with the Prakriti, the Karta Bhava, Bhoktrutva Bhava, completely superimposed on that. So because of that identification, and we are so much identified. So then Devahuti later on will ask then how to differentiate, how to discriminate the consciousness, how to separate consciousness, pure consciousness from the Prakriti. That question will come later on. So that is what is because of this abhimanyate, abhimana means identification. All kinds of problems are coming. First of all, because I am identified with the body, then through this physical body, I am attached to the entire world. So I am the body, first begins. When I am the body, then I get attached to the entire world. Relationships, they are mine, they are mine, they are mine, he is mine, she is mine. So first and foremost thing is that how to reduce identification with the body. That you must remember. Each one of you should think about it, how to reduce my identification with the physical body. To the extent we reduce our identification with the physical body. Meaning what? Meaning all those activities which prop up because of our extreme identification with the body, there are many activities, they are to be reduced, and we should not identify with the body too much. For example, dressing code. extremely identified with the body. So I get very very particular about the dress code, particular about the physical body. I met one doctor. He is mission member only. He is son of a family member of the mission member, somewhere in place in North India only. So he is a good doctor. He also takes care of this, cosmetology also. So many people come, and then he was telling me, Swamiji, people, patients, the children, youth come to me, especially girls. They say there is a spot on my cheek, please remove it. So I tell them, I don't see any spot on the cheek. It's all fine, fantastic, face is clear. The person insists, no, I am willing to pay whatever amount you charge, but there is a spot, please remove it, I can see it. Doctor says there is nothing, you all fine, that's okay, fine, it's all fine. No, you have to remove it. So he was laughing that I have to show her that there is nothing, but even though the person doesn't believe, they are willing to shell out so much of money, and that's how some doctors are making money, he said. That means what? I'm extremely attached to the body complexion. Anywhere anything happens, I am body. So dress code and extreme activities born out of or increase our identification with the body is to be reduced. Body thought, which strengthens the identification with the body, that is to be reduced. Think. So, that is the beginning. And then through that the worldly attachments. Otherwise the samsara begins. So, because of identification, then karta bhava, bhokta bhava aa jayega. And then we are caught up in the great mesh of samsara. Ultimately, in the vast existence, each seeker has to discover himself. That's it. Or herself. Full stop. I am nothing to do with the entire Jagat. Primarily, my spiritual evolution is important. For that purpose only, the entire world is dancing around me. So the seeker's point of view is different. Every opportunity, if the world is created around me only for my spiritual upliftment. Every experience that is presented to me is only for my spiritual upliftment. Full stop. The focus is only on one's own self. Focus on self-realization. But because of this abhimana, what is happening? Tena samsarah padavim avashobhyetya nirvrataha. Tena samsara padavim avashobhyetya nirvrataha. Prasangikaih karma doshaihi sadasan mishrayonishu tena samsara padavim avashobhyatyanu anivrataha prasangikaih karma doshaihi padavim sadasan mishrayonishu. Very good. Tena, because of this identification, attachment and identification. The thought, I am the body and I should look beautiful, I should look this way, I should look that way. So me is important, I am separate piece, I want to live, I want to protect the physical body. The entire thought structure only on the body. I don't know how to explain this. You have to think about it. You have to realize it. Body thought, attachment to the Prakriti. Tena samsara padavim avashaha abhyeti anirvrataha. Very beautiful thing. Then what is happening? Abhyeti, he achieves, he attains, he reaches what? Samsara padavi. Because of this, he will become a great samsari, mahasansari. Mahasansari. I am particular about my name, fame, role, achievements, certificates, glories, proving my point, something to show to the world, whatever. So samsara begins. Samsara padavim abhyeti. Avashaha. How helplessly he becomes samsari. We are actually dragged into this. We are helpless. The birth is, we are helpless. We just can't be otherwise. We are helplessly born and helplessly we leave the bodies. Helplessly we are going through all kinds of experiences that life is providing us. We are helpless. Somebody dies in the family, helpless, we can't do anything. You yourself go through a lot of troubles, helpless. So we are helpless victims of our own identification with Sharira Mana Buddhi. Think about it. So therefore, anirvrtaha, we become unhappy. Prasangikaihi karmadoshaihi sad asan mishra yonishu. They take different births. How? Prasangikaihi, sanga, attachment. Because of extreme attachment, what is happening? Karmadoshaihi, because of the karma dosha, not one dosha. Like for example, please understand, like a tree is there. Tree has got many fruits. Each fruit has many seeds. From each seed, one tree will come out. That tree will have many fruits. In each fruit, many seeds. That means what? Each karma bija, each seed of the karma has got a tremendous potential to yield what? Thousands of seeds. And again, each of those seeds has got potential to bring out or create thousands of seeds. That is how we are actually caught up in this great karma. And we are not realizing it. You know why? Why we know? We are not realizing it. Happily we are thinking because we have not seen our bank balance. That sanchita karma, which is stored karma, we don't know how much is stored. So we think we are very happy. Very good, very good, very good. All fine. No. When we have got that capacity, if at all we get to know by peeping into our own sanchita karma, balance of karma, which is yet to be exhausted, varieties of karma phalas are in store for us. Then we know, oh God, when will I exhaust all this? But anyway, exhaustion will take place in a different dimension altogether. But we are extremely attached. And because of the karma dosha, what is happening? We are taking birth. Sat, asad, mishrama, yonishu. Sadyoni, asadyoni, mishrama yoni. This is also three things they speak about it. If we have done punya, more punya, we will be taking birth in small, a little higher lokas. Little higher lokas we take birth. A great punya, maha punya, you have done a maximum punya, you can go up to Swarga. Maximum. That Swarga loka also is very difficult to go. Anyway, you go and up to Swarga loka. Maha punya you have done, go to Swarga loka. The punya is more. But beyond Swarga also there are so many lokas are there that those lokas are reached not because of only punya karma, but they are reached because of upasana. Upasana balat. So upasana bala will take you to higher lokas beyond heaven. Tapoloka, Maharloka, Janaloka. And if you have done extreme, great, Mahatapasya, and you go maximum is what? Satyaloka or Brahmaloka. That loka you can go. They are all as real as this loka. But from the standpoint of truth, everything of course, but all these are existing relatively real. So we go, punya is more, greater the punya karma, we go and enjoy in some time in some other higher loka, swarga loka, etc. And then when punya is exhausted, we are gone back again, back to earth. Number one. If papa is more than punya, we are given birth in lower yonis. Kede makde, mosquito, machar, fly, makhi, or various yonis, jantu yonis, vriksha yoni, jantu yoni. We go into that. We don't know our past that we are a human being and all. So we just live like that only in that samsara. When punya and papa are mishrama, equal, balanced, then you are suspended in between. They are called manushya-loka. So sometimes punya is more, I go up, exhaust the punya, come back. Sometimes in one janma, I do papa karma, go down, suffer there, come back, because we have already achieved human status. But there are, so therefore in jantu yoni you take, jantu yoni among animals, there are two kinds of jivas are there in you. One is actually naturally evolving from mineral kingdom to plant kingdom to animal kingdom. They are not yet become human being in their evolution. So they are evolving in that human jantu yoni. And some animals are maybe temporary visitors from human life to animal yoni. So you can say all kinds of mixed there. We don't know whether he has come from human birth to back to jantu yoni, or he is evolving yet to become human being. We don't know that actually. Some people know, Mahatmas know about it, Mahayogis can identify. But then this is the Mishrama Yoni. So therefore this karma sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes human being. And the time elapsed. That also we are not aware. Long time we have been taking birth. Now for example, in our Shastras we say, because kalpantaras, every kalpa, jivas are thrown out into the world. At the end of kalpa, day of Brahmaji, jivas will merge back into Prakriti. Again next day morning, Brahmaji will bring them out. So this has been happening, Anadikala, that's okay. But now, physical, in this kalpa, even the physical universe is created. Our physical universe when created, it is created 13.1 billion years ago. Our universe age is what? 13.1 billion years. That means what? When the Big Bang happened, the universe is created. Universe I am talking. Created. And out of which solar system is created. Then Earth created. And our Earth is what? How old it is? 4 billion years old. Our Earth. 4 billion years. So maybe even if you take 1 billion year old in the beginning, only created the formation of etc. Even if you take that long, so since 3 billion years old, we have been taking birth in different yonis. Maro, janamlo, maro, janamlo, maro, janamlo. How many? 3 billion years. अंदाज लगा रहा हूँ मैं ऐसे टाइम पास के लिए. On this planet. हम पिछले पुराना इससे पहले व्हाट इज दैट कल्प तब से आ रहे हैं हम अनादिकाल एक्चुअली. So this earth itself, so how many lives you would have taken? Our life is hardly 70-80 years average. Or how many yonis we would have taken birth? In some yoni only few seconds, some yoni few days, some yoni few hours, some yoni few years. So this is called Mahasamsara. In every life, different family members, different enemies, different friends, different struggles, different lives. लड़ो भिड़ो करो कर मर जाओ, फिर जन्म लो, फिर लड़ो भिड़ो मर जाओ. How many lives you have been suffering like this? हाँ, ऐसा नहीं कि अगले जन्म ऐसा रहेगा, कोई भरोसा नहीं है. We may be born as orphans, we may be born as a beggar, we may be born as a very, very poor man or person, struggling for food. Don't think takes for granted, I am telling you. तो ऐसे चलेगा अगले में, तो कोई गारंटी है ही नहीं. Because in next life, which karmas of Purva karma will be operational, we don't know. You think next life is based on only on this life's karma. No. This life karma plus previous life balance karma, out of masala something will come out. Something is taken out of total thing. Out of the total thing, something is taken out, and something becomes that basis for next life. Usme some life karma is pending, God says, no, exhaust it. As what? As this, in this way, in this condition, better you live one more life. When you have to live this life, exhaust that pata, old karma, purva karma. तो किस तरह का जन्म लेंगे हम? मे बी एक रोगी, या नहीं तो poor man, या poor person, as an orphan. We don't know which karma, vasana is there to exhaust in next life. So don't take anything for granted. अब इससे ज़्यादा मैं I will not reveal anything to you all. Enough. हाँ, गुरु कृपा होगा तो गुरु कृपा will not nullify your karma. Please understand. Guru Kripa will not take your karma. Guru will give you enough Shakti. If that is the case, why would a Guru Karma Guru, if he wants to remove the karma, why he is making us take life after life? Why can't he give moksha immediately to all the Sishyas, those who surrender to Guru? Nobody can give you moksha. Even Ishvara cannot give you moksha. They can only facilitate, they can only help you, they can only guide you. Gurudev says, I am a pointer and not the pointed. Guru only can show the way. You have to tread. And he is that guide is required. You can't Guru cannot write exam for you, no? You have to write exam, no? So this is another problem. So when we surrender to Guru, what happens? Then we will not claim anything. So we don't have to, ego is removed there. We don't suffer. Why? Suffering will come, but I don't claim. I say it's Guru's grace. Suffering also Guru's grace. Sukham also Guru's grace. I don't get attached. Attributing everything to Guru. When I attribute everything to Guru and I don't get attached, I am liberated, slowly getting liberated from karma. शरण में आने से please understand, these will not be removed. These won't be removed. Vasanas won't be removed. He will not clear the slate. फिर क्या करेगा? He will provide that opportunities for tapasya. He will provide buddhi. He will give you thought. Dadami buddhi yogam tam tena mam upayantite. Those who surrender to me, what will I do? I will give them buddhi. Sad buddhi mein dunga. Tena mam upayanti. Because of that buddhi, you will reach me. गीता में भगवान ने कहा. So Achirat he said, and soon. What is that? what you call quickly, soon I will liberate them. Soon means what? I'll make them go through exhaustive asanas. I'll protect them from another extra vasanas. I'll make them, give them sadbuddhi, so they exhaust their vasanas in this life. Quickly the journey will be continued. Krishna only told in Gita. So those who surrender it to me. So we think that, Bhagwan utha ke humko haan kuch pahuncha gaya nahi, so you have to do your own work. Bhagwan Maharshi said, people say moksha do. Bhagwan said, ye kya moksha kya? Ye koi vastu hai kya dene ke liye? You have to discover your own self. Nobody can help you. Others can facilitate you. Now here in our mission ashram, you take, this class is going on. We can only facilitate. Guru is facilitating us. How? AC room provided, lights are provided, mic is provided, chair is provided, and a speaker is provided for all listeners. So therefore, this piece of knowledge is being, that's all provided. Whether to listen, understand, digest, practice is your job. It is not job of Guru. Guru can motivate, Guru can inspire, Guru can give you confidence, Guru can show his greatness, his blessings, all that is fine. एक बार गुरुदेव, हम घर में बैठे थे, एक घर में तो हम सब लोग वहाँ पास बैठे थे। गुरुदेव बैठे थे नीचे में कुर्सी पे, हॉल में, रूम में। ज़्यादा बड़ा रूम भी नहीं था वो, बढ़िया सा। 20-25 लोग ही बैठे उधर, ज़्यादा बैठ भी नहीं सकते। 20-25 पीपल बस गुरुदेव के साथ बैठे थे। एक गुरुदेव का वो अपने आप को मानता है कि मैं कुछ बन गया हूँ, साधन में पहुँच गया हूँ। अपना आप उनका विचार है उनका। एक एल्डरली मैन थे, वो अपना एक हारमोनियम लेके आया, वो भजन भी गाता है। ओल्ड मैन स्टार्ट सिंगिंग भजन ऑन गुरुदेव, मैंने भजन बिफोर गुरुदेव। तो गुरुदेव सुनते सुनते आंख बंद कर लिए, सुन रहे थे आंख बंद करके। तो ही इज नॉडिंग हिज हेड ऑल्सो, ऐसा हाथ भी कुछ मूवमेंट कर रहे हैं, फिंगर्स भी हिला रहे हैं। ठीक है, गुरुदेव सुन रहे थे। वो जो भजन गा रहे थे ना, वो भी आंख बंद करके ही गा रहे थे। ठीक है, तो खुले हुए आंख किसके हैं? हमारी, हम सबकी। हम क्या देख रहे थे? गुरुदेव को देख रहे थे। इसको तो वो तो नहीं देखते हैं, तो भजन का गाने तो हारमोनियम लेके बैठे दूर, उधर ही बैठे कमरे में। तो हम लोग सब गुरुदेव को देख रहे थे, आंख खुले हुए। तो ये गा रहे थे, एक पंक्ति है, गुरुदेव सुन रहे थे सारे भजन। बोले, जन्म जन्म में साथ रहो गुरु, जन्म जन्म में। तो गुरुदेव ने कहा ऐसा हूं, ई साइड हाथ ऐसा हॉरिजॉन्टल मूवमेंट किया, मैं नहीं रहूंगा। तेरे बेवकूफी के कारण तू जन्म जन्म लेते रहोगे, तो मैं तेरे साथ जन्म लूं? बेवकूफ, मैं लूं तेरे साथ जन्म बार बार? ये तो इतना प्रेम है गुरु के प्रति, तो अभी मोक्ष प्राप्त कर लो। ऐसा नहीं जन्म जन्म में, तो हर आदमी बोलता रहेगा, तो गुरु के पीछे बंधन में पड़ जाए संसार। तो गुरुदेव ने क्या कहा? कम, आई एम वेटिंग देयर, ही सेड। लेट अस मीट इन डीप मेडिटेशंस। कम, आई एम वेटिंग देयर। यू कम, आई एम वेटिंग फॉर यू। अब समझ आ गया? सो डोंट लिव इन दैट गुरु उठा देगा, कोई नहीं उठाएगा। गुरु इज नॉट ए क्रेन टू लिफ्ट एंड पुट यू देयर। ऐसा नहीं होगा ही नहीं ऐसा। समझ, इसीलिए कर्म का बंधन ना, यू डोंट अंडर एस्टिमेट कर्म का बंधेज। कर्म बंधन कब का, किस जन्म का कर्म किस रूप में आके सताएगा, Nobody knows. मेरा मतलब यही है कि डोंट टेक थिंग्स फॉर ग्रांटेड, नेक्स्ट लाइफ फॉर ग्रांटेड. भरोसा है ही नहीं. पहले इस देश में जन्म लेंगे कि नहीं पता नहीं, गुरु मिलेगा कि नहीं पता नहीं, ऐसा माहौल मिलेगा कि नहीं पता नहीं, और दुनिया बदल जाएगी. बाय द टाइम यू कम नेक्स्ट लाइफ ना, द वर्ल्ड विल नॉट बी सेम. सो डोंट लिव इन फॉल्स होप्स. देयरफॉर ये हमारे साथ ये हो रहा है. तेन संसार पदवीम अवशः हेल्पलेसली अभ्येति अनिर्वृतः, बीइंग अनहैप्पी, प्रासंगिकैः कर्मदोषैः सदसन्मिश्र योनिषु. बिकॉज ऑफ अटैचमेंट वी टेक बर्थ इन डिफरेंट योनिस. अर्थेय विद्यमानेपि संसृतिर्न निवर्तते, ध्यायतो विषयानस्य स्वप्ने अनर्थगमो यथा. अर्थे ह्यविद्यमानेऽपि संसृतिर्न निवर्तते, ध्यायतो विषयानस्य स्वप्ने स्वप्नेनर्थागमो यथा. अब देखिए, इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. नाउ अर्थे ही अविद्यमाने अपि. नाउ लिसन वेरी केयरफुली. What is this Srushti actually? Mithya. They don't have actually any substance in it. They are all appearances like a movie on the screen. There is no water, there is no fire, there is no mountain, there is no plant, there is no person. Nothing is there. But everything is creating there an illusion as though really some story is happening on the screen. We see the movie, and we get into all kinds of moods. डर भी लगता है कि अभी क्या होगा, अब क्या होगा, अब क्या होगा. Horror movie or any other movie, emotional movie, sentimental movie, we become that. But actually, is there anything there actually as such except the play of light? It's what? Light. So that light thrown on the screen in different forms, different colors. And it's constantly moving. So you tell me, is there anything there or not? Actually not. Because every moment, every frame, in microsecond only, that everything is only microsecond is appearing and moving, changing, isn't it? हीरो ने हाथ उठाया, हाथ उठाने में इतना बस एक उंगली उठाया, उंगली उठाने में how many frames, how many times it is changed? Light, dun, light, so many thousands of times maybe changed. To create that illusion that a finger is moving, hand is moving. So, it is existing only at the time of perception. That too, what you see, it is not. It's only play of light. So we are seeing what? Light falling on screen, wide screen. So what we see, every moment to moment it is changing. Second, not even second, fraction of second. Microseconds it is changing. and creating an illusion of movement. But is it really there or not? There. As what? Only when the time of perception it is there, the next microsecond it doesn't exist. So it is real. Is it really there or not? So it is mithya, appearing but has no substance in it, no basis in it, no reality to it. Similarly, when we go into deep meditations and transcend the limitations of body, we enter into, by the grace of the masters, when we enter into that state of consciousness, then that experience will be different, that everything is in state of flux and everything is in appearance. In fact, what you see, actually it is not. That we enter that dimension when we go, then we say everything is only appearance, but though whatever you see, it is not there. You see a form there on the screen, the color, but actually it's all not, only light is there. Similarly, some essence is there, but what the form objects are actually not real. Though avidyamane api arthe, even though the objects actually do not exist, but creating an illusion of that existence, as though something is there. So, arthe avidyamane api, even though the objects really don't exist, samsara na nivartate, samsrutihi, transmigration, the samsara na nivartate, it is not at all going away, it is not at all ending. इसका निवारण नहीं हो रहा है, संसार का निवारण नहीं हो रहा है. वास्तविक दृष्टि से देखा जाए तो वस्तु का अस्तित्व ही नहीं है. हम जब वस्तुओं को हम दर्शन करते हैं, वो देखते हैं, उस वस्तु का वास्तविक दृष्टि से अब उसका अस्तित्व है या नहीं, वास्तव में है ही नहीं. वस्तुओं का अस्तित्व उस रूप में उस नाम के नाम और रूप में उसका अस्तित्व नहीं है, वो और कुछ है. जैसे हम देख रहे हैं दुनिया को, दुनिया वैसा नहीं है. सारे वस्तुओं को मैं देख रहा हूं, जैसा जिस वस्तु को मैं देखता हूं वह वस्तु वैसा नहीं है. तो अविद्यमाने अपि, even though this is actually true that there are objects actually do not exist, but yet samsara is not ending. एक ऐसा स्वप्न जैसा, जैसे ध्यायतो विषयानस्य स्वप्ने अनर्थागमो यथा. जैसा स्वप्न में क्या हो रहा है, we are thinking about the objects and same thing we project in the dream, and the dream world actually, dream tree is not tree, dream mountain is not mountain, dream water is not water, dream river is not river, dream space is not space, dream star is not star, dream your body is not your own body, dream people are not people, nothing is true. Yet in the dream we go through hell. It was a horrible dream we got. Therefore, Kapil Muni says, संसार है बड़ा अजीब चीज है, जो है ही नहीं उसके बंधन में हम पड़े हैं. Actually, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, Tapon Maharshi, Ramakrishna Paramhansa or Gurudev, any great Mahatmas you take, any great Mahatma you take, of those who have transcended the body limitation, those who have realized the truth, those who have become that, recognize that they are a consciousness, not the body, mind, intellect. For us, they are like another bodies. They are going through suffering body, पर उनको लगता ही नहीं. They know they are illumining it. They are illumining it. And they say they respect the Prakriti. Prakriti is changing. The body is also changing. Body is its own end, its own prarabdha. In no way it is affecting them. But they are completely separated themselves from the body, mind, intellect, etc. Completely separated. Just like when your clothes are burnt, you are not affected. Why? They are not on your body. They are on the ground. I burn your clothes. You are not affected. You just watch them. Similarly, these Mahatmas watch the bodies. Totally it is not me. That realization has to come, for which we have to try. Yes, ये एक बताऊं, because of our karma, only, because of our karma, our journey में lot of friction is created. Friction. My body is not. Friction में कभी भी मन में first, even though if we have that powerful thought to reach Brahman in this life, even if we have that thought, if we have that resolve, we don't have. As पहले we don't have, first of all, that 100% resolve नहीं है. If really we have, we will not be like this what we are today, fighting with everybody, analysis, obligations, this and that, and then ego games and ego satisfactions and analysis and judgment and quarrels, depression, suppression, dejection, comparison, jealousy, hatred, frustration, fear, insecurity. All these are result of our identification with this world as real. We all have. So we are thinking them everything which can be avoided, we hug on to it. He told me like that, but why don't you drop it? Why should I? उसने मुझे कुत्ते कहा, क्यों छोड़ूं उसको? तो मैं जाके उसको गधा कहा. एक कुत्ता एक गधा दोनों रोड पे आके लड़ने लगे. तो बाकी सब क्या है? जकाल दुनिया में. फिर वो बोला, हाँ लड़ो, कोई ऐसा बोलने वाले, ये कौन लड़, ये तमाशा बना के रखा है. Oh, my children are not in touch with me. तो क्या प्रॉब्लम क्या आपका? No, I am the mother. They should have respect. They should. Boo. This is what, in the name of teaching dharma to others, we are caught up in samsara. वैराग्य कहाँ है बताओ? अब मैं क्या करूं? फंसते गए हम, फंसते आ रहे हैं. Because we are thinking of too much of objects and dream we project and we get caught up. Dream is real for us and we suffer in dream. Similarly, because of non-existing objects in dream, like non-existing objects in dream, are creating bondage and suffering, etc. in our dream. Similarly, avidyamane api, this jagat is actually not existing. Why? It is only existing to me, that to the way I see it, only in waking plane. Only when I see the jagat is existing. When I don't see, this doesn't exist. Suppose, you were awake and I was sleeping in my own room. You were awake, same place where in some other room or some compound, same place. And Bhayankar Bhukamp aaya. So all of you came out. You don't know that I was sleeping in the room. But you saw the whole building shaking, very you are scared and everything is shaking, panke shake ho raha hai, sab kuch ho raha hai. And then it stopped after few seconds. आफ्टर 50 में बाय देन रोड पे सारे लोग इकट्ठे हो गए, बात कर रहे थे कि भूकंप आया, भयंकर आया, बच गए. बात इट हैपन टू मी है, आई एम टेलिंग यू. बहुत साल पहले हुआ था मेरे. तो मैं सो के उठा, बाहर आया, सब लोग भीड़ इकट्ठे हो गए. मैं बोला क्या हुआ? तो अंदर ही था. सब अंदर सो रहा था. बाहर आना था. अबे सो रहा था, कैसे पता चला? कोई उठाया नहीं मुझे. अरे भैया पूरा बिल्डिंग हिल रहा था. तो and they tried to instill fear in me, which is I am not enjoying it. Why? I was not there. When I was not there, it doesn't exist. Then they say, imagine the whole. Why should I imagine and create horror for myself? सोचो ये ऐसा हो गया, ये पंखा हिलने लगा, ये तो जमीन में फीसे. अरे बाबा, वाई शुड आई क्रिएट ऑल दैट थॉट? आई डिड नॉट गो थ्रू. अरे क्या होता, गिर जाता, कुछ नहीं होता. क्यों? आई विल नॉट बी देयर. Suppose that house collapsed and then I die. So I won't exist to share my sorrow with you and your sorrow with me. Why create that thought which did not happen to me? So when you bring it and then no, we imagine. क्या हुआ होगा, क्या हुआ होगा, क्या होता यदि ये मैं वो बिल्डिंग गिर जाता तो क्या होता. अरे बाप रे, you create that and horror and live in it, is it not? Similarly, when the Jagat itself is non-existent, we can actually transact as long as there, okay, transaction is going on. But inside, why do we brood certain things which have already not happened? Suppose you missed an accident and you come home safely, then you imagine, had that happened, what would have happened? Why imagine now? अरे बाबा मैं सोच नहीं सकती हूँ. किसने कहा सोचने के लिए? आर यू अंडरस्टैंड अवर स्टुपिडिटी? That is how we brood and create fear out of non-existing things. Not at all happened. Why do you create? Why do you imagine? So, avidyamane api samskriti. It is very funny, it is actually. है कुछ है ही नहीं, फिर बंधन बढ़ गया. देखिए hallucination, psychological, the patient, psychiatric patient, वहाँ पे कुछ दिखता नहीं, बोलते कुछ दिख रहा है ही नहीं वास्तव में कुछ भी, but is extremely hallucinated. He sees certain things which nobody else sees. मेरे सामने भूत खड़ी है, प्रोजेक्शन. I came across some person like that. ऑफिस में काम करते समय मेरे सामने कोई बैठ जाता है. कौन बैठता है? कोई बैठता है. मैं डिस्टर्ब हो रहा है, मेरे काम नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. तो इट इज नॉट दैट रियली somebody dead man came and met him, but his mind is projecting. Very beautiful sloka, isn't it? Avidyamane api. Even though nothing is there, samsara is not ending. So that's why after realization, Gurudev said very beautifully, after realization, you will not claim that you have realized. Why? Because it's a declaration that I was a fool so far, for no reason. Now I have realized, meaning ab tak pagal tha kya? So nobody will realize, may declare that I am a fool till now. Therefore he keeps quiet. Very beautiful. अत एव शनैश्चित्तम् अत एव शनैश्चित्तम् प्रसक्तमसतां पथे भक्तियोगेन तीव्रेण विरक्त्या च नयेत् वशम् अत एव शनैश्चित्तम् प्रसक्तमसतां पथि भक्तियोगेन तीव्रेण विरक्त्या च नयेत् वशम् अथ एव देयरफॉर क्या करना है चित्तम शनैः प्रसक्तम चित्तम असतां पथि प्रसक्तम चित्तम शनैः भक्तियोगेन तीव्रा विरक्त्या च वशं नयेत्. That is Anvay. Now see what is happening now. Our chittam, our mind. What is happening now? It's kind of prasaktam, extremely attached to what? Asatham pathi, a wrong path of delusion, path of maya. See, asatham pathi, the wrong path, deluded path. Asatham pati means marga. राजपथ माने राजपथ बोलते हैं माने मार्ग पथि. Our chittam is right now extremely attached to wrong ways, wrong thinking, deluded world it is. The world is actually in a it's a appearance only. So in a deluded way, in a wrong way, I am attached to this world. Prasaktam, prakarshena saktam means extremely attached. That chittam which is attached to wrong ways now, prasaktam chittam asatam pati prasaktam chittam shanaihi, slowly and steadily to be brought under control. How? Bhakti tivrena viraktya plus bhakti yogena. Bhakti yoga, devotion. Devotion to Guru, devotion to Shastra, devotion to Ishvara or Ishtadevata. So, when we constantly are devoted to Guru and slowly we get those qualities of the Guru in us. So, those qualities because of which the Guru has transcended his mind and intellect. We get empowered by those qualities. We get tuned to Guru and Guru protects us on the path by giving right kind of thoughts. He sits in buddhi and guides us and makes us take right decisions, makes us see the Jagat in the right way. That's what Guru Anugraha. Otherwise we see the Jagat in the wrong way. But Guru comes in the buddhi and he sets our thinking. So look at this way, look at this way. Don't get caught up here, don't get attached here. So when I am devoted to bhakti, meaning what is happening there, bhakti mein, I become fully available to the master to steer my life. What is the steering in us actually? Our buddhi. Buddhi is steering, isn't it? Who steered you to come here today? Your buddhi. Your buddhi is steering. So buddhi brought you here. Sadbuddhi brought you here. So buddhi brought you here. Suppose बुद्धिम तुसारथिम विद्धि, बुद्धि में कौन बैठा है? भगवान कृष्ण बैठा है रथ में. So even though Bhagavan Krishna sat in the chariot, Arjuna had to go through the hell, no? Hell, that war, no? 18 days war. He did not save Arjuna from the war. You have to go through your life. You have to go through your karma. You have to fight. Krishna, if you love me, why don't you release your Sudarshana Chakra and kill everybody? Why don't you fight on my behalf? Krishna said, I will not do that. Your karma, you have to go through it. I am with you. I will guide you. But journey is yours. So गुरु के शरण में पहुंच गए, गुरु कुछ टोपी नहीं लगाता हमको, ये कोई सूट पहना था नहीं, रक्षा करने के लिए. He says you will go through your life. So bhakti, what happens? It makes sumukh towards the Lord, and then it becomes easy for Guru or Bhagavan to guide us, because we are available through bhakti to Bhagavan. Then Bhagavan enters into our antakarana because we allow him, because bhakti opens up the channel. Lord enters into our heart and takes care of us, charge of our life. Then he guides us. Otherwise, Bhagavan Krishna was there, but yet Pandavas had to go through all kinds of troubles, isn't it? Think. Everyone had to go through so much of pain and trouble in spite of having Bhagavan Krishna with them. तो हम सोचते हैं कि चलो भगवान को नमस्कार कर लिया, भगवान आके हमारा उद्धार कर देगा. उद्धार माने किसे उद्धार करेगा? मृत्यु संसार सागरात भवामि अजनचिरात पार्थ मृत्यु संसार सागरात. All that is what he will hasten your process, he will protect you, he will guide you, he will save your time, he will give you courage to go through all your troubles. But journey cannot be avoided. So therefore bhakti yogena, then tivra vairagya is required. Tivra vairagya. Like Tapon Maharaj, like our Gurudev, he left everything, no? I don't want anything. I just want to know the truth. And Gurudev is an advanced this one, so he was avatar, फटाफट जल्द जल्द अपना खत्म करके आ गया है. He realized the truth very quickly. After awakening to the truth, he came down to guide. Tapon Maharaj, what a Parama Viragi. हमारा वैराग्य हमारे में बहुत या तो कम है या तो कुछ लोगों में है, बिल्कुल है ही नहीं. विरक्ति भाव. भैया ये कितना वैराग्य है, स्वयं को जानना पड़ेगा. How much vairagya I have? I must only analyze, I must only progress, I must only think, I must only, keep moving. Iha amutra phalabhogeshu ichcharahityam viragaha. Vairagya, what is what? Iha amutra phalabhogeshu ichcharahityam. No desires to enjoy any fruits of karma phala pertaining to this world or other world is called vairagya. That's called vairagya. So we don't need anything. We are that consciousness. We just have to awaken to the truth. इसके अलावा हमें कुछ कोई जरूरी नहीं है. Slowly, because of that, abhyasa vairagyabhyam tan nirodha, abhyasena ta kaunteya vairagyena cha grhyate, Krishna says. So one is abhyasa, vairagya. Here bhakti and vairagya, both are required. So slowly, shanai shanai uparamet buddhya dhruti gruhitaya atma samstam manakritva nakinchidapi chintayet. We cannot hurry. Slowly, steadily, the mind has to be brought inside. So actually, each of us have to take a paper and pen, deeply think, what are all those things I am attached to? How do you know? What are those worries that attack me from time to time? So, किन किन व्यक्ति के बारे में या वस्तुओं के बारे में या परिस्थिति के बारे में, किन किन विषयों के बारे में मेरे मन में लगातार चिंता हो रही है, किस चीज़ को लेकर के या किस विषय को लेकर के मेरे मन उदास हो जाता है, किन किन चीज़ों को या विषयों को लेकर के मेरा मन में भय उत्पन्न होता है. ये सब आप आत्मावलोकन माने अपने आप को अंदर सोचते 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 पहुंच इन चीज़ों के प्रति, विषयों के प्रति, भावनाओं के प्रति, व्यक्तियों के प्रति, इनके कारण मेरे मन में भय या उदास. दैट मीन्स व्हाट? इन सारे व्यक्तियों के प्रति हमारा वैराग्य नहीं है. जो जैसा हो रहा है उसको वैसा ही स्वीकार करना है. किसी की मृत्यु हो गई, स्वीकार करना है. अप्रतीकार पूर्वकम अप्रतीकार विदाउट रिएक्शन स्वीकार करें. इतना आसान नहीं है वैराग्य. तो तीव्र वैराग्य और भयंकर है. और तीव्र वैराग्य माने काम धंधा छोड़ दिया घर पे, मेरा वैराग्य हो गया 20 तारीख से, जुलाई 20 तारीख से, कपिल मुनि का सुनने के बाद मेरा वैराग्य हो गया. मतलब बस आज से सारा काम बंद, वैराग्य. ये वैराग्य नहीं है. उदास होकर बैठना वैराग्य नहीं है. छोड़ना वैराग्य नहीं है. कोई कहते हैं ना, बस कोई व्यक्ति आया, समझिए मैं ये किताब पढ़ चुका हूँ, 1-2 उपनिषद पढ़ लिया हूँ, ये किताब पढ़ लिया हूँ. वो 5-10 किताबों का नाम बताया उन्होंने. बहुत बढ़िया है, बहुत बढ़िया. समझ अभी पढ़ने के बाद मुझे पता लगा कि बस ये सब बकवास है, मिथ्या है. अब मैं वैराग्य में आ गया हूँ, मैं अभी एक संन्यास लेना चाहता हूँ, तो मैं हिमालय में कहीं जाके बैठना चाहता हूँ. अच्छा, वैराग्य हो गया है. अच्छा,
घर पे जो जो है तो ठीक है, सबको छोड़ के जाना चाहता हूँ, वास्तव बोला। तो मैंने बोला कितने किताब पढ़े? 10 किताब। अरे बेवकूफ़, मैं 40 साल में 50 साल में इतने सारे किताब पढ़ चुका हूँ, मैंने मुझ में वैराग्य कितना होना है? हाँ, तो वैराग्य नहीं है वो, एस्केपिज्म। तो मुश्किल है। आप देखिए, प्रश्न पूछती है देवहूति, आओ। देवहूतिरुवाच पुरुषं प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन् न विमुञ्चति कर्हिचित् अन्योनो अन्योन्यपाश्रयत्वाच्च नियत्वादनयोः प्रभो अन्यो पुरुषं प्रकृतिं ब्रह्मन् न विमुञ्चति कर्हिचित् अन्योन्यापाश्रयत्वाच्च नियत्वादनयो प्रभो। अब देखिए, नाउ इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सी, पुरुष एंड प्रकृति are inseparable actually, she says. Why? Because anyonya upashrayatvat. So Purusha is depending on Prakriti, Prakriti is depending on Purusha. So Purusha needs Prakriti, Prakriti needs Purusha. Spirit needs matter to express, and matter needs spirit as its support. So matter is not independent, spirit also is not independent. Think. So Purusham Prakritim e Brahman e Kapila Muni na vimunchati, does not leave. Why? Prakriti does not leave Purusha. Why? Prakriti wants Purusha. And Purusha also cannot leave Prakriti because Purusha also wants to express through Prakriti. So Prakriti does not leave Purusha. And in ignorance, Purusha also wants Prakriti, in ignorance. And Prakriti cannot exist without Purusha. Therefore, Prakriti is always dependent on Purusha. Therefore, Prakriti does not want to leave Purusha. छोड़ना नहीं चाहती है, पकड़े। Therefore, अब तब क्या होगा? कर्हिचित at any time, अन्योन्य उपाश्रयत्वात्, because of mutual interdependence. And what? Nityatvat anayoho. Both are nityatvat anayoho, meaning, Purusham prakritim chaiva vidhyanadiva bhavapi. Gita, 13th chapter. Krishna says, Arjuna, vidhi, no. Prakriti and Purusha, both anadi, beginningless. Vidhyanadiva bhavapi vikaramsha gunamshchaiva vidhi prakritijan gunan sambhavan. Vidhi prakriti sambhavan. So, Prakriti and Purusha both are beginningless. And all vikaras, modifications, agitation, disturbances, and qualities are all belonging to Prakriti. But Purusha is untouched by Prakriti. Even though Prakriti is surrounding the Purusha, but Purusha is
That sambandha is not actually mixture. No. It is ashraya is purusha. Ashrayi is prakriti. So because of this, prakriti doesn't want to leave purusha. Then how can purusha be liberated from prakriti? Is it ever possible? And because they are beginningless, they coexist. How Purusha can be separated from Prakriti? Think. Therefore, our identification with Prakriti doesn't end so easily. Sharira, Mana, Buddhi, all Prakriti only. We try to relieve ourselves from one Prakriti, one type of attachment, we get into another attachment. मैं घर सब कुछ छोड़ गया, अभी हिमालय में बैठ गया। हिमालय में भी कोई आश्रम नहीं लिया, कहाँ बैठे? गुफा में बैठा हूँ। अच्छा, सब छोड़ दिया, बहुत अच्छा छोड़ दिया। अब धीरे धीरे क्या होता है पता है? उस गुफा के साथ उसका अटैचमेंट बढ़ गया। वो छोड़ना नहीं चाहता और किसी को आने नहीं देता उस गुफा में। वो मेरा है, तो यहाँ पे नहीं रहना है। जैसे एक महात्मा जी ने बताया, हिमालय में कई साधु लोग रहते हैं, वो बर्फ़ में रहते हैं, बर्फ़ के पानी पीते हैं, बर्फ़ का पानी से नहा भी लेते हैं और बिना कपड़े घूमते हैं। हमको लगता है कि क्या तपस्वी है भैया, इतने ठंड में बैठे हैं, बाबा बहुत मुश्किल है। उनको जरा हरिद्वार तक आके देखने दो, इतना घर में भी वो सहन नहीं कर पाते। तब वो कहाँ तपस्वी हो गए बताओ? तो उनके आदत के कारण वो बैठ गया। अच्छा था, अच्छा है ठंड के मौसम में रहना, बट गर्मी सहन नहीं कर पाते। हम गर्मी में रह सकते हैं, ठंड नहीं सहन कर पाते हैं। तो उनके दृष्टि से हम भी तपस्वी हैं भाई। 50 डिग्री तक हम सहन कर लेते हैं गर्मी में 50 से ज़्यादा हो तो ठीक है, 48 49 चल जाएगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। अरे बिना एसी भी चल जाता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, हम रह सकते हैं। तो ये फिर क्या, कुछ ना कुछ अटैचमेंट, वी आर थिंकिंग वी आर कमिंग आउट ऑफ वन अटैचमेंट, अननोइंगली वी गेट अटैच टू अदर अटैचमेंट। ये प्रकृति का जाल है, जाल छोड़ती नहीं है। एंड वी डोंट नो दैट वी आर अटैच्ड। कब पता चलता है? पता है, जो कोई चीज़ ऐसे है, जो चीज़ जब हमसे दूर हो जाता है ना, तब पता लगता है कि कितने अटैचमेंट हो गए उसके साथ। मैं एक बार बताऊं, कुछ पेशेंट्स को 1 महीना 2 महीना हॉस्पिटल में रहने के कारण अस्पताल के साथ अटैचमेंट हो जाता है उसका। वो घर आने के बाद अजीब सा लगता है उनको। मैं सच कह रहा हूँ, वो चिढ़ जाते हैं घर आने के बाद। क्यों चिड़? घर तो आगे आराम से बैठो, क्या इसलिए मैं चिढ़ जा रहा हूँ। क्यों? वहाँ का माहौल अलग था, कोई सेवा करने वाला है, दवा देने वाला है, खाना खिलाने वाला है, साफ करने वाला, कमरे वाला है, डॉक्टर आके लगाता है, प्यार से बात करते। यहाँ पे क्यों प्यारे नहीं करते, कमरे में बिठाते, चले गए सब कुछ।
वहाँ पे नहलाने का बॉय आता है, नहलाता है, कपड़ा धोने वाला आती है, सब प्यार से देखते हैं, टीवी है लगा है, कुछ काम धंधा नहीं है, बैठे रहो, बैठे में मस्ती है, बस आराम करो। और सिंपैथी देने वाले बहुत लोग आते हैं विजिटर्स, उनसे भी बात कर लो, फल मिलता है, अलग अलग फल ला के रखते हैं, स्वीट रखते हैं, बिस्किट रखते हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़ें, बड़ा मजा है ना अस्पताल में। घर आने का ऐसा बंद हो गया ना, वो छिड़ जाते हैं, इरिटेट हो जाते हैं कई लोग। मुझे पता चला ये क्यों इरिटेट हो रहा है ऐसा, देन पता चला कि ये सब के कारण उसका बीमार तो था, उसको ठीक हो गया, वो तो ठीक है, बट इज नॉट एंजॉयिंग हाउस, इज अटैच्ड टू अस्पताल। हाँ, घर से वैराग्य हो गया अस्पताल के साथ। ये पता नहीं ना, ये वी थिंक दैट एक अटैचमेंट से एक स्थल के साथ अटैचमेंट, बोलते कहाँ वहाँ जाने से मजा आएगा, बार बार वहीं जाएंगे तो उससे मिलेंगे, मजा आएगा वो भैया। हाँ, अरे हमारे घर में, हमारे घर के बाजू जो मंदिर है ना, वो भगवान मूर्ति इतना अच्छा लगता है, तो यहाँ पे भगवान जाओ, तो भगवान ठीक नहीं, उधर ही भगवान ठीक है। अटैचमेंट। अब क्या करें, और भी 2-3 श्लोक बोलती हैं, जो उदाहरण देती हैं, तो इनसेपरेबल अटैचमेंट प्रकृति और पुरुष के बीच में। Somehow we want to release from one thing and we get attached to another thing. This we have to be very conscious. गुरुजी कहते थे ब्रह्मचारी है, हाँ सब घर बार छोड़ दिया और सारे माता नहीं है, पिता नहीं है, सब मिथ्या है, सब ब्रह्म है, सब मिथ्या है, घर से दूर मैं कभी जाता ही नहीं हूँ, घर पे नहीं जाते हूँ, मम्मी से नहीं मिलता हूँ, वो बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया, एक्सेलेंट एक्सेलेंट एक्सेलेंट, बढ़िया एक्सेलेंट। और सेंटर में जाके किसी माता जी के साथ बहुत प्यारा प्यारा हो जाता है उसको, अम्मा 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 है, अम्मा के साथ फिर अटैचमेंट हो गया, वहाँ अम्मा छोड़ दिया, यहाँ पे दूसरी अम्मा मिल गई। एक बार बताता हूँ, एक सच्ची कहानी है, बताता हूँ। अब ठीक है, एक साधु है, अभी भी है, मेरे को संपर्क में है वो ना, उत्तरकाशी में हमारा आश्रम के ऑपोजिट पहाड़ एक है, सौम्यकाशी मंदिर है ना, वहाँ पे एक पहाड़ है, वो पहाड़ के ऊपर बैठता है और अकेला, उनका ना 24 घंटा 48 घंटे बैठ के हवन करते रहते। वहाँ पे जंगल की जो लकड़ी काटना और सीधे बैठना, हवन करते रहते। साधु, अच्छे साधु है बहुत। हमारे एक ब्रह्मचारी, एक कहानी बता के मैं आपको आज का समाप्त करूँगा। तो क्या हुआ, वो हमारा एक ब्रह्मचारी जी है, अभी मिशन में नहीं है, वो तो हमारा पढ़ा है मिशन में ही, तो बोले एक बार परिचय करे स्वामी जी मंदिर, ये साधु बाबा आए, देखिए वो नीचे आया मंदिर दर्शन करने, एक दिन सौम्यकाशी मंदिर दर्शन करने उत्तरकाशी। बोले वो भी ये तेलुगु वाला है, आप ही की भाषा वाला है। अच्छा वाह, ये ब्रह्मचारी तेलुगु है। स्वामी जी ये तो तेलुगु वाला है, वो तो ऊपर बैठते हैं स्वामी जी बहुत खालों से वहीं पे। बोला हाँ हरिओम जी है। स्वामी जी नमस्कार नमस्कार। आप ऊपर, मैं ऊपर ही बैठता हूँ, कभी आता हूँ कभी। अच्छा बढ़िया है, तो आप मेरा नंबर ले लीजिए। बोला आ जाओ कभी नोएडा आ जाओ, अभी जब आना है तो आ जाओ। बोला मुझे पता नहीं, आप मिले उनसे मिले या कुछ से मिले, बट एनीवे ये तो ऊपर बैठ गया। 1-2 बार यहाँ पर आए हैं, तो मैंने पूछा कि आपके माताजी और पिताजी कहाँ हैं। बोले मैं 20 साल हो गया छोड़ के, मुझे पता नहीं जिंदा है या मरे पता नहीं, और मैं तो अकेला हूँ पुत्र, वही भाई बहन कोई है ही नहीं, तो उनको छोड़ दिया। बोले यार तो कभी तो ये तो पता तो कर लो, तो वैराग्य का तो ठीक है, कम से कम भाग के आ गया, वो जीवित है या देखभाल है कहाँ है, कोई नंबर नहीं मेरे पास, कोई संपर्क नहीं है। तो मैंने 1-2 बार, मेरे से छोटा है उम्र में, थोड़ा सा प्यार से डांटा, देखो भाई तुम जाके पता कर लो, माता पिताजी, मेरे मन में विचार आया कि उनको ठीक नहीं है कंडीशन उनका, एक बार जाके मिल लो।
स्वामी जी आप बोल रहे तो मैं ढूंढूंगा करके किसी किसी को फ़ोन किया, फिर वो किताब में रख के डायरी रख के उसका बड़ी मुश्किल से कि कोई बोले कि ओ तुम्हारे माता पिताजी 4-5 साल हो गए यहाँ से छोड़ दे, कोई गाँव चले गए, वहाँ गया, वो आया, आई गेव हिम टिकट ऑल्सो, तो चला गया, ढूंढा और ढूंढ ढूंढ के एक दिन प्रकट हो गए अपने घर में. His father cried like anything it seems. Mother cried after 20 years. He is engineer actually. इंजीनियरिंग पढ़ के वो चले रोया रोया रोया. फिर क्यों देन ये बोला एक स्वामी जी ने मुझे भेजा है डांट डांट के यहाँ पे आपके पास, और बोले कि माता जी कहती है मैं रोज़ भगवान विष्णु की आराधना करते आई हूँ 15 साल से, विष्णु भगवान उनके दिल में घुस के उनके द्वारा बुलवाया, इसलिए तुम आ रहे हैं, वो स्वामी जी नहीं है, मेरा विष्णु भगवान आपको भेजा है सब. अब घर में 15 दिन के बाद ही इनके पिताजी गुजर गए. सो 15 days ऑफ हिज लाइफ, लास्ट लाइफ, ही वॉज वेरी हैप्पी विद हिज सन. तो बोलते स्वामी जी आपने पता नहीं क्यों भेजा है, 15 दिन के बाद वो चला गया. एंड आई वॉज ऑल्सो हैप्पी आई कुड सर्व हिम. मदर ऑल्सो हैप्पी दैट आई केम एंड डिड ऑल कर्म कांड क्रिया एंड ऑल. अब मदर कहीं रहती है अभी, वो भी अभी आंध्रा में सेटल हो गया, कहीं एक आश्रम लेके गया हूँ मैं, वहाँ पे माता जी का भी कभी कहाँ रहती है, कहीं देखभाल देखते हैं, एंड इनका मन में शांति है. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज व्हेन वी आर अटैच्ड टू समथिंग एंड फार ऑफ and not taking care of responsibilities is not vairagya. इनके विषय में he went there, he took care of, he is not a sannyasi also formally, he is a sadhu, but he went there and then did his job and he is very happy and he is doing sadhana very well. So we should understand what is responsibilities, what is detachment, what is vairagya, and how we get caught up actually in one thing to the other thing, and how we give up responsibilities and duties thinking that it is vairagya, and how we get caught up in other kind of attachments and karmas. Attachment, पहाड़ में attachment हो गया उसका, पहाड़ में रहता बस वो वहीं रहूँगा. So these are all the very difficult. The consciousness has to be freed from all these things. Of course we need Guru's grace, Guru's guidance. उसके बिना होता ही नहीं कुछ भी. बट मेहनत अपनी है. वो गुरु बोलता है मेडिटेशन करो, मैं तुम्हारे बगल में बैठूंगा, तुम करो, ध्यान करो, साधना करो, तपस्या करो, मैं तेरे बगल, मैं तुम्हारी तपस्या मैं नहीं करूंगा. So she gives many examples how Prakriti Purusha is become one and how difficult it is to separate Purusha from Prakriti. This we will take up tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Satgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.